Today is World No Tobacco Day, a day that was created back in 1987 to draw global attention to the preventable death and disease tobacco causes. Our Nixon Norman spoke with the Partnership for a Drug-Free Community, who puts an importance on this issue. Now, Nixon, what have you learned?
That's right, Kenesha, they absolutely do. And I want to start off with a statistic straight from the CDC, and that is that cigarette smoking is the leading cause of preventable death and disease in the United States and kills more than 480,000 Americans each year. That's why shining a light on not smoking tobacco is important, something the folks at the partnership take very seriously.
Getting right to it, nicotine and tobacco use go hand in hand, being that nicotine is the main psychoactive ingredient in tobacco products.
Nicotine is more addictive than your harder drugs. People have a harder time quitting the cigarettes, the tobacco, the nicotine than they do, say, fentanyl, cocaine. When you get somebody in drug treatment, a lot of times they will go out of their way to get cigarettes, and it seems crazy, but it is a drug.
Although wearing a much sleeker design, vapes too contain tobacco and nicotine.
The same people that make the vapes, they're tobacco companies, big tobacco. It's the same drug, it's the nicotine.
And just as we have faced a tobacco epidemic for decades, we now face a vaping epidemic too.
We're in an epidemic situation with vaping, so we're definitely trying to home in on what vaping can do to the body.
What's most concerning is that the companies who make these vapes, well, their target audience just gets younger and younger.
They try to fool them with the taste, you know, the different flavors, over 15,500 flavors and counting. If I can get somebody started early, I've got a lifelong customer as long as they live. And there's a lot of research that hadn't been done on the effects of vaping.
With the biggest advice for young people being,
if you haven't started, then don't start.
As I had mentioned earlier, smoking kills more than 480,000 Americans each year. But those who don't even smoke are affected too, with more than 41,000 people dying from exposure to secondhand smoke every year.
I mean, you may not think too much about your smoking affecting anybody else, but it could.
Why would I never smoke? I love my lungs. I love to breathe. And the damage that it does to those around me. I look at my family, how it affects my children more than anything.
Until next World No Tobacco Day, live in the studio, I'm Nixon Norman, Fox 54 News.